A few days ago, a port of the original Red Dead Redemption released on the Nintendo Switch and the PlayStation 4. This isn't a remaster or remake. This is a straight port of a 2010 game. Unfortunately, the surprise re-release of this legendary game has led to a lot of controversy, with the biggest focus of this release being the price tag, $65 Canadian that is, rather than this excellent game itself. In this short video, I'm going to talk about why I don't think you should be surprised or even that upset about the price tag. To start off, Rockstar is a scumbag company. I'm not justifying their practices. They have almost no business ethics, and this can be seen by their pay-to-win cash cow Grand Theft Auto 5 being re-released on their previous 3 generations of consoles, while Grand Theft Auto 6 seems to be nowhere near ready. It honestly wouldn't shock me if Grand Theft Auto 5 and Skyrim both re-released on the PlayStation 6 down the road. My point is, Grand Theft Auto 5 is a game that is very much driven by microtransactions. Rockstar is keeping the game alive as it's the #1 income generator for the company, and since it's almost a free-to-play game at this point, they're making constant revenue through in-game purchases. People that play this game typically spend hundreds of dollars over time to have in-game advantages. While I'm ripping on Rockstar for doing this, companies like Activision Blizzard and EA are just as guilty. Unfortunately, this is a problem in almost all modern gaming. Retro game prices have been going through the roof recently, and while the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 era games are still cheap, that likely won't be the case for too much longer. I actually sold my whole retro game collection recently because it was costing so much money to play these games, mostly because the hardware was so old and unreliable. I had 2 Guitar Hero guitars stop working within a 1-month period. That's like $100 to replace. To fight this, some developers are taking the time to put older games on modern consoles, which helps preserve them and satisfy consumers. In my opinion, it's kind of a win-win situation. If you're like me, you love the fact that you can play Ocarina of Time and Pokemon Stadium on your Nintendo Switch, as these games are both pretty expensive if you want to play them on original hardware. The thing is, while it doesn't take a crazy amount of effort for a company to put these games on modern hardware, it's not exactly simple either. A company like Rockstar, who likely makes more than $20 per average player of Grand Theft Auto 5 on just microtransactions, has almost no incentive to make a Red Dead Redemption 1 port and charge $20 for it. Sure, it would be a consumer-friendly decision, but from a business standpoint, it doesn't really make sense. A game like Red Dead Redemption doesn't have any reoccurring charges or multiplayer. And now that the Undead Nightmare DLC is bundled in, it's just a one-time fee. Considering Rockstar makes most of their money from microtransactions on GTA 5, the one-time purchase fee of any game they go through the effort of re-releasing has to make sense for them. Now I will say that at the $65 price or $50 USD, I do wish this was a proper remaster with some serious texture upgrades or a frame boost on the Switch. However, the game does still look fantastic. One good thing about any of these modern GTA style games is they're not so dependent on graphics, so the older ones hold up quite well. Also, after witnessing the disaster that was the Grand Theft Auto Trilogy collection, an absolutely broken remake of Vice City, San Andreas, and Grand Theft Auto 3, I'm actually okay with Red Dead being a port, as it's less likely to be unplayable. For the record, that almost unplayable trilogy is still priced at $79.99 Canadian. So do I think Red Dead Redemption, a 13-year-old game, should be priced at $50 USD? Hell no. However, I do think it's worth the money if you haven't played the game before. Red Dead Redemption is one of my absolute favorite Rockstar games, and has by far my favorite DLC in Undead Nightmare. Nothing beats the Wild West zombies. And at the end of the day, if Red Dead Redemption sells well at $50 and gives them some incentive to port games like GTA 4 as well, I'm all for it. While I'm not thrilled about giving Rockstar so much money for a somewhat lazy release, I'm so stoked when I get to play retro games that mean a lot to me on modern hardware. And whatever it takes to incentivize companies to continue porting older games, I'm okay with it. So thank you guys for watching this video. Please subscribe to the channel if you liked the video, and comment down below letting me know your thoughts on Red Dead being $50. Are you happy as long as you get to play retro games again, or are you boycotting it until the price goes down? Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.